January 10th, Bailey O'Neill, a student at Dart Bay Township in Pennsylvania, was beaten up by fellow classmates, causing seizures. Doctors put Bailey in a medical induced coma. Eventually, Bailey was taken off life support and pronounced dead. Hi, I'm Corey Green, and today I will give my perspective speech on bullying. Bullying is an unwanted aggressive behavior among school-aged children that involve real or perceived power and differences. The behavior is repeated or has the potential of being repeated. It can cause problems throughout one's life. Today I will focus on three parts of bullying that I feel is important. Who's at risk? Preventing bullying. Responding to bullying. Firstly, I want to talk about who's at risk of being bullied. No single factor puts a child at risk of being bullied. Childs at risk of being bullied usually have one or more characteristics that I'm about to name. Overweight, underweight, glasses, new to a school. Next, weak and unable to defend themselves. Also, kids are usually depressed or have low self-esteem. And lastly, they usually are less popular and have less friends when they enter the school place or the playground or whatever. These factors does not mean that a person is going to be bullied, but usually the person that's being bullied has these characteristics. On to bullies. There are two other types of bullies. For one, it's the popular bully, the one that has all the social power and loves to dominate and get attention. Next is the isolated, depressed, low self-esteem bully, and he's easily influenced by others to bully people. Some factors that bullies usually have, they are aggressive and easily frustrated. This causes them to take their frustration out on others. Home problems is another thing. Dysfunctional home, growing up with one parent, they feel they have a need to bully others. Think badly of other people, depending on their weight, what they're wearing, their clothes, and their social situation. Usually, having other friends that are bullies influence others to be bullies too. Some effects that take place because of bullying. People that are bullied you are usually are depressed, sad, lonely, change their sleeping and eating patterns, may carry on throughout their childhood, depending on the person. It usually causes health problems, um, and the schoolwork is affected. Kids doing the bullying usually do drugs, usually get involved in criminal activities, get into fights a lot, and drop out of school. Usually, when they get into a relationship, they become more abusive. Next thing I'm going to talk about is preventing bullying. Um, One thing that needs to be done is need to be talked about, starting with the parents, the school staff, and other caring adults that play a role. We need to make kids understand bullying, talk to them about what they're supposed to expect so they know what bullying is about. Let them know when they're being bullied and when they're not being bullied and when they're doing the bullying. Keep lines of communication over. Talk to your kids about it. When they come home, ask them, oh, how was your day? What happened at lunch? How was the playground? What happened on the bus? How was your bus ride? Just so they know they could talk to you about stuff and feel comfortable. You could do it that way, or you can either talk to them about just explain what bullying is so they know what to expect when they're being bullied or they're doing the bullying. Encourage kids to do what they love. One thing that happens when you do things that you love, you get involved with people, you get more friends, and you're socially inclined so you can avoid being bullied. Some things that I feel schools need to do. They need to conduct assessments, make awareness campaigns, and let people know what bullying is about. If you don't talk about bullying, they'll never come over to kids, and they won't know that they're being bullied. Create policies and rules, mission statements in the school district, code of conducts for the schools so kids know that you're taking it serious. Educate students and school staff. Have events. Have little PTA meetings. Have stuff that you're aware, making people aware of what bullying is about. Lastly, is working in the community. I know, for instance, I'm a good friend of Ray Rice, and he does an anti-bullying thing, and he loves to do it because his sister was bullied at one point. So he comes back and talks and does events on bullying, and that's another way to get it out there. When people of his stature talk to people in the community and make it aware that bullying is a serious matter. Lastly, I'm going to talk about responding to bullying. The first thing you should do is stop bullying on the spot. When parents or administration respond quickly and often to bullying behavior, they send a message that it is not acceptable. So here are some do's and don'ts to bullying. Let's start with do's. Intervene immediately. Separate the kids involved. Make sure everyone is safe. Stay calm. The role model or the person breaking it up should show respectful behavior when intervening in the matter. Some do's that you want to ignore. Don't ignore it. That's the number one thing that you can't do. Kids will think it's fine. Immediately try to sort out the facts. Get the truth. Don't sit the kids down together because the person bullying is going to overpower the person that's being bullied. Typically, force other kids. Don't force other kids to speak about the matter in front of other peers because they'll tend to shut down because they don't want to feel like they're a snitch or they're telling on somebody. Talk about that. Don't question. Another thing is don't question kids in front of people. Uh, and that's my speech. I just want to. I hope. In conclusion, I just want to inform people about bullying, and I want to persuade you to make efforts whenever you have children or you have little brothers to inform them about bullying and what goes on and what to look for. Bullying is a big part of our community, and it changes people's lives. I think it's important because people that are being bullied or are bullying people, it affects their lives, and that overall affects our community. So we need to help kids understand what bullying is and try to put a stop to it because it's changing lives. And in the case of Bailey O'Neill, his family can't get him back because he was beat up by kids all because of bullying. Have a good day.